What's going on, gamers? This is DBMgamer, and I've got the news roundup for the week, so let's just jump right into the shoutouts. Now, my shoutouts is one way that I try to show appreciation back to the community of gamers that has gotten me this far. So I want to give shoutouts to Nothing But Gaming, Dan Carr, YOLO Turtle, Zach and Tosh, and Kyle Doloff for dropping me a follow over on Twitter. Now, while I run over the news, I wanted to show you guys my first round of Iron Banner, since that's what the focus of this week was, the Iron Banner. Now, I have a discussion question at the end, but first, let's talk about the news. Now, Bungie's headed to E3, and you just have to assume they're going to talk DLC. The question being, which one? House of Wolves or the yet-to-be-announced Taken King? Now, for giggles, I made this mock-up. Now, I'm certain they have to keep the buzz going on this game. I just wish I knew what was up their sleeve. Now, there was a media report that leaked that the price of the Taken King DLC was going to be $40, and that there would be 3 new subclasses: the Flaming Hammer for Titans, Gravity Bow for Hunters, and the Electrical Storm for Warlocks. Now, on top of that, there's also a possible release date of 9/15. Now, there is a bunch of crazy speculation. Well, here's the clue. Now, when they go to E3, Bungie will be bringing whatever is in this box. Is it a Scorch Cannon or something? I don't know. E3 is just right around the corner, so as soon as I get the info, guys, I will pass it down. Now, before we move on, a moment of silence for the original Electrical Storm Warlock, Christopher Lee. That's right, Count Dooku passed away. Kinda sucks, but yeah, guys, that's life. Now, there is a hotfix patch inbound, and one that's going to change a few things about the Prison of Elders. Now, these patch fixes are intended for the level 35 Skullish Challenge. Now, first on the list, it looks like they are taking out all of the elemental burns. Now, in the place, there will be something different, some different modifiers, possibly more of them to keep it interesting. Now, it seems a very common strategy to the Prison of Elders is just go to the left corner or just go to the right corner. So I wonder what will change in that regard. So the patch is set to come in the next week reset, so just be aware that it's on the way. So the question got raised, what is the most evil thing in Destiny? And the winner, by a landslide, is the Cryptarch. 89%. Honestly, I don't even know why it is that close. So last week, I wanted to discuss some possible weapon changes to the Crucible to possibly shake it up a little bit, and you guys came up with a bunch of great ideas. From yes, let's give Thorn a small nerf, to just let's get rid of exotics altogether. Now, I had a wide range of responses. My response to a broken situation of what's going on in the Crucible right now would be to bring up the power level of categories of guns and bringing back the auto rifles to say they were just another pulse rifles. Maybe if the scout rifles got a tiny bit more effective, unless it's sporting, say, that full auto perk, yeah, I'm looking at you, Vision of Confluence. But I think if you made some sweeping changes, things would change, of course. Now, as far as shotguns, that's just a whole nother issue. It feels like anything that's rocking shot package right now is just far better than any of its other counterparts. Now, maybe address that? I don't know. What do you say, Bungie? Alright, well, moving along, let's talk Iron Banner. Now, as usual, I got myself really hyped up to play Iron Banner again. I looked at the gear and thought, since they aren't offering light stat of 42, it's not really that tempting. So I passed on the gear, though I did pick up a Perun's Fire. Now, the problem that I noticed with the Iron Banner, I really noticed it big on the last day. The lag was real, folks. I watched a Warlock that took 3 people to gun down, and he only went down after I gave up firing at him. To Hunters who would teleport across my screen and then do a blink jump, followed by another teleport. Now, I think with everyone on at the last minute, because that's when the XP buffs are the strongest, caused some crazy lag issues. I don't know if they need a new matchmaking system or what, but if it wasn't for the company and my clanmates, I probably would not have had much fun on that last day. I think the time for Lord Saladin to make some changes to the Iron Banner is overdue. If not, this may even start to get stale. So I want to make a few suggestions. How about switch up the game mode? It's traditionally been Control. Now, I love Control personally myself, but what about the guy who would just rather do Clash? What about him? Now, that's not to say that it even has to be a familiar game mode. Anyone remember Capture the Flag? Hey, make the flag the Iron Banner flag, and now you have a brand new game mode to add just a little bit of variety to the grind. I don't know, guys, just random thoughts, but what are yours? What would you do to change up things in the Iron Banner? Well, guys, if you like this type of content, just hit the like button or leave a comment on what you would do to the Iron Banner, or if you want to see more, just hit that subscribe button. But as always, guys, have a good one.